How what? Oh, give me a second here. Give me a minute. I forgot I was testing something. There we go. Okay.
Hey.
Hi. Yes. Hello. Leza causing me to also have incidental vision problems, thinking that I actually typed Crockle Crepes into our title today.
Oh, Twitch would not be happy with that one.
No, they would not. But hi.
Hello, everyone.
And welcome to yet another stream of us doing Chrono Cross. Controllers plugged in and ready to go, by the way. Don't press any buttons.
I won't. I'm just grabbing it.
It's already powered on.
Yep, I see that.
But where we last left off, if you want to do a quick recap.
Yeah, where we last left off is we finished up the last of our big side quest to collect the relics. We got the dragon tier, which means that Surge is no longer stuck in Lynx's body. He's back to his own, and we can proceed with the rest of the game. And we've only got one or two minor points of housekeeping to do, very minor, but otherwise we're pretty much done with what was Disc 1 and the original release at this point. We're going to be going on to Disc 2 in this stream pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit on Disc 1. What the fuck?
Most of it, yeah, most of the game is front-loaded onto Disc 1, and Disc 2 is just all the fucking, is pretty much just the finale.
Damn, alright. That means we'll be pivoting to 6-pixel remaster at some point, won't we?
Fairly soon from now, yeah, so you might want to keep that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Because I think there's only two dungeons, two fairly big dungeons, some extra side content, some of which we glossed over. Most of it characters we're not going to fucking use, are you kidding me? And that's kind of it.
This is the era where they realized all the shit they wanted to cram in was just about too much for a disc, but 2 discs, yeah.
Coupled with the fact that it's on the record, Squaresoft at the time had a 2-year hard deadline for game development, which I believe also included pre-production. So there were a lot of games during this era where they were like, oh right, we need to finish this. Oh god, we need to finish this! And you can still see that upwards in games like Final Fantasy X, to a lesser extent Kingdom Hearts 1. That's slightly different circumstances.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and zip on over. You can go ahead and hit the X button.
Alright. Don't you mean the cross button?
I'm gonna fucking throw you out of this stream.
It's so funny that they have kept politely but firmly insisting it is called the cross button to this day, and no one is having it.
It's the cross button. And everyone's just like, nah, fuck you.
It's the X button.
X.
It was the
extreme.
It was the X button on the Nintendo controllers. It's the X button on your controller. Shut up.
Guys, it's the cross button.
I mean, it is Chrono Cross. He raises a very valid point.
Game? I know it just did an update. Not to the game, but to a lot of the back-end stuff.
There we go. It was probably just loading shit in.
Probably. Also, I'm realizing that we're going from one Square Enix game to another Square Enix game.
Yes.
And that's going to be a bit of a copyright problem for me. Not much I could do about it.
Quick, because this gets us some extra dialogue for what we're about to do. There you are. I equip you with... No, I did not.
And specifically Warner Chappelle, which doesn't really own the rights to Square Enix music, but they still copyright it.
Yeah. Maybe they assisted with the distribution back when it was...
They're a very infamous copyright troll.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if they distributed the music for the original release, maybe that explains it, but no.
They're very new. They're only like 3 years old.
Oh, then fuck them. Also, hey, doesn't this place look familiar?
Hey, look, the place with a lot of faces. Hey, look, it's the background to certain events in Cookie Clicker.
Yeah. So we come here, and everything's generally pretty chill. There's nothing here, but the really funny thing is, did you notice there was no name pop-up to show that this location was here?
Oh yeah, I was kind of...
This location is completely hidden, and it's up to you to potentially find it, and you can just totally gloss over it, despite the fact you can walk here from the moment you start the game proper. It's right here outside Arnai.
You know, that's... Huh. I wonder, like, I figured either that was there because they planned something for that, or just... Oh, waste no time.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, goodness.
Yep. Just ripping the mask right off and exposing your fetid flesh for all the world to behold.
The furtive pygmy, oft forgotten. Oh,
there you go.
That didn't last very long.
That wasn't so bad. So if we come to the Another World version, where it is now not only marked, but in blue... First of all, we have background music.
Once again, really good fucking theme.
Yes. Years ago, these falls were considered a holy place by worshippers of the divine dragon faith.
The fur-fat piggy.
Then hordes of humans began to migrate to these islands, and we were pushed into the outlying regions. In the cultural takeover that ensued, the spiritual significance of places such as this was soon forgotten.
Peach tea again today, by the way.
Yeah.
It's my favorite kind of tea, peach tea.
In the old days, many of my friends and fellow believers would come here to worship. It was quite lively, particularly during the festive seasons. How I miss those days.
I'm gonna sweeten it like that more often, damn.
How'd you sweeten it this time?
Fairly light, actually, for its volume.
Okay.
That was kind of nice. It's a little tangy. Hey, Captain! That's
Captain!
Oh no! You're gonna kill me!
The background music doesn't reach inside the caves, unfortunately.
Lame.
It appears the altar at the back of this cave was made to house the dragon tier. But the strange thing is, there was only meant to be one dragon tier in this land, and yet the altar is holding 2 stands. I wonder what that could indicate.
Just the game pointing at you going, do you know? I know.
So we come here with Stina for some extra dialogue. By the great dragon gods! The sacrarium of the divine dragon falls still exists, and it seems functional. Just as the legends of old said it would be. What a blessing.
Just Whis off in the background going, there are 2 altars, meaning there are 2 timelines. Someone's getting murdered today. Okay,
I think we're going to have to kill this guy, Lord Beerus. Unfortunate.
I have been playing more Dragon Ball Kakarot, obviously.
Hell yeah.
I've been coming back to it every once in a while.
How far in are you? It sounds like you're up to Namek.
Like at the epilogue of the Frieza saga and starting the Android saga.
Yes.
So I do. One thing that I really think is really funny, because this I might do the future or the Trunks timeline DLC like right now.
I would recommend doing it after you finish Cell, because it also covers the epilogue of the Cell saga.
You're right. Okay.
Instead, you should move on to Bardock Special when you finish the Frieza saga.
I should. But fucking I think it's really funny that Dragon Ball Super kind of just like did the time traveling is a thing in this storyline.
Yeah.
But like made it very clear that there's only supposed to be one timeline, and when they pull the drawer open, they're like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
And just Whis going, "Oh, I'm about to have to kill a bitch."
Explain the concept of eternalism to Whis and just watch his face go cold.
No, I feel like Whis would be like all in on it, and seeing 2 timeline rings being there would make him very, very just like, "Oh, no.
No,
this is not correct."
Yep. Like, and not saying he would pull a fucking Xeno, but he would definitely be having very strong words with a certain man and a certain wall.
He'd be leaning into future Trunks going, "You realize that you may have crossed the void, right?"
Also, I gotta give the game credit is like, while its gameplay doesn't evolve that much, it works well for what it is, because how the fuck did you make an engaging boss fight out of Goldo? Shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, no, that fight was good! What the fuck?
How did you make a good boss fight out of Goldo, you asshole?
Like, the minute you mentioned that, I was like, for some reason my brain filed that away because it was Goldo, but then I remember, like, no, that fight was actually really fucking fun.
Yeah.
I was expecting trees to be thrown at me, but no, this dude had, like, fucking Final Fantasy XIV mechanics.
He did! He genuinely did! And the fucked up part is, if you do the side content, because you can wish bosses back for rematches, he's the one you fight the least.
God.
Like, you fight, Raccoon, Jason, Birder way more.
Did not care for Jason Birder's fight.
No, because it's a 2-on-1.
It was a 2-on-1, and the AI for both of them was definitely set as primaries.
Yeah, although the funny thing is, Jace doesn't have super armor on his Crusher Ball, so you can knock him out if you time your Kamehamehas right.
I believe most of them do if you do a frame perfect dodge from beam attacks. Where you dodge and it teleports you behind them and just smack them in the back of the head.
Where you do like a perfect dodge, like a vanish.
Shakes fist at the void.
And Trotty! But anyway, we can't utilize this altar just yet because there's rumors of a 7th dragon god.
Oh, but we have both of the tiers. We could just put them down.
No, she said that because I tried and it didn't take.
Oh, okay. So you did that while I was like looking away, trying to collect my thoughts as I talk about that game. So by the way, there's a very heavy consideration for streaming Kakarot.
Really?
Yes. I feel like that game would work out pretty well even with the second playthrough, because it would just be a lot of us talking about Dragon Ball and riffing on it.
Yes, and it's like there's hardly anything to spoil if you have been aware of anime in the past 40-odd years.
I feel like the biggest thing, though, would be we would try our hardest, at least before finishing the Saiyan Saga, and doing, I think it was the 24th?
23rd Tenkaichi Budokai.
Yeah, the
24th is
23rd
Buu Saga.
Tenkaichi, because that DLC, 1, is fucking amazing,
yes.
and 2 has by far my favorite combat feel in the game to this point
You'll
in the
be
game
happy
still.
to know that they bring background battles for the Peaceful World Saga.
Oh, thank you. It felt so much better than the actual game.
Not only do they bring it back for the Peaceful World Saga, but by the look of things, that's going to be the standard combat mode in the Daima DLC.
Oh, good.
Which is going to be really fun to see how Goku interacts with Shin and Glorio in that DLC.
Yeah, because, like, I'm going to be real with you. I thought... We'll hold this conversation.
No, I was waiting for you to finish. That's all.
We'll hold this conversation.
Yeah, because if we do this after completing the Dario side quest...
The answer is resonating. Brother, yes, I understand. This sword I will take into my hands, and together we will fulfill our unfinished dream.
Hell yes.
Hold up, you get 2?
Yeah.
Hold up, you get 2?
Yeah.
Frog, where are you? Hold up, Frog. Where you step down, Frog. You're no longer cool. Hold up.
Yeah. So Glenn is the only character in the game who dual wields, and the Ein Lancer has been powered up as a result of this.
So we gotta call it the Zwilanzer, right?
Fuck off. Look at him.
Yo, I love that stance.
And I believe his combat animations are actually tweaked accordingly.
Yeah, the inheritor of Frog's swag. Abso-fucking-lutely.
This is the biggest reason why Glenn is considered the best character in the game, because the powered-up double Ein Lancer lets him hit incredibly hard. Coupled with giving Surge the Master Immune, you can actually hit the damage cap with X-Strike between these two. I've heard of people actually resetting their PlayStation because they thought they hit some kind of bug, but no, it just hits that hard.
Yo, that's fucking sick. But also, like, that stance, though. Hold up, can we pull that back up?
Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Look at this.
I'm not a weapons expert, however, good luck hitting this motherfucker. Look at this fucking
defensive posture.
His power stance.
Oh, and he's even got an extra sheath. I didn't notice. Look.
Like, oh no, I saw that immediately. That was the next thing I was talking about. Like, this dude is not. You are not getting a hit in on this guy.
He is one blade away from Roronoa Zolo, and you will not be able to stand up to him, or Zoro rather.
This dude is like, if he's not canonically ambidextrous, I would be very surprised.
I believe he is actually. It mentions right here.
He's right-handed?
No, he's right-hand dominant. I guess that makes sense because he's got the left-hand one held defensively.
No, that's perfect. That is correct. I'm going to say it straight up. That is correct.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. Having the offhand weapon used defensively makes too much sense to me.
So a fun little thing to think about here. Sometimes left-hand submissive. Shut the fuck up.
God damn it! Shut up! Shut up!
Becky.
Shut up, Becky.
I love your fucking puns. Genuinely, they catch me off guard every single time.
You'll never see her. You never see him coming.
Yeah?
Any pronouns.
But fucking. So fun little fact and detail. Some people when they use two weapons, they actually don't use their dominant hand as their offensive hand. They'll use it as their defensive hand.
Yeah.
Because they have more strength in that. But that leaves their less strong hand to be the attacking hand.
Of course.
Which is why you see a lot of rapier and estoque combos. Estoque?
I believe it's Estoc.
Where you see a lot of rapier and estoque combos with like the person is right hand dominant, so they have their estoque in their right hand and the rapier in the left hand. Because thrusts and light slashes don't take a lot of effort. You're just pushing usually.
Yeah.
Depending on your stance and your general attack. And it's just really fascinating to see like this game showing that Glenn is a more power focus in his attacks, because he has his dominant hand as an attack hand and his his offhand as a defensive stance, but still in an attack ready stance.
Yes.
Because when it's resting on your arm or your shoulder half like that, you're still blocking, you're still ready to go. But if you block with your dominant hand, you can come by with that other hand. I wish I had hand tracking. You can come by with that other hand and get him pretty well with it, or get somebody pretty well with that.
Yeah.
Mind you, you lose the benefit of two-handing. But if you're gonna really fucking boss that shit out, you're gonna throw one weapon and then two-hand the other weapon and hope that one you threw did something so you can just hammer it in.
Yeah, boy. I got everyone with accessories. Yes, I do. Honor, Dragon's Glory, Stone Helm.
Which I actually saw a clip of someone doing something like that, where they threw their sword to get it like stuck just right, and they used the pommel to hammer the other pommel to nail the sword in even further. And like, if that's not an armor breaker, I don't know what the fuck is.
Christ, I can't believe it.
In the guild hall, straight up dueling it by it.
Okay. So, first of all, this appears to be the little Isle of Misfits here, because all our small child-sized characters come here to hang out. So Draggy's here, Leah's here. I believe Starkey is here. I don't think Neophyte was here.
I had some apples here. This place is not of this world. Starkey like this place.
Hello, Meeps.
Hello. So, now he's just chilling outside for some reason. I guess they cycle which ones are outside and which ones are in.
Yeah, I've noticed that in a few areas.
So anyway, if we examine this thing...
I'm about to say, can we address what the fuck that is?
Unfortunately, yes. So Spingoli is going to go and dig it up.
Is this an enemy or another party member?
Unfortunately, a party member.
What do you mean, unfortunately? Look at this fucking, This fucking Glebo over here. I'm glad they didn't pick an onion. And they just did turnip.
I mean, spring onions would be in season, wouldn't they?
I was thinking, yeah, sure, spring onions. Oh my god, yeah, turnip boy. So we can dodge his taxes. Why are you doing this? Come on.
Because he is genuinely the worst character statistically in the game.
Really?
Yes, he is a joke character. And you can only get him at this point.
Why do I exist? Force his way into your party.
Yep. He sure did.
I would have named them some shit. Just for the pun. We're never gonna see this guy, are we?
No.
Okay.
This is the most I'm going to show off of him.
That's
Because
fine. If he's like actually statistically not. Oh.
This is the earliest you can get him, and he starts with steel equipment.
I'm looking at his agility stat. That's especially bad.
Subpar stamina recovery.
Subpar magic resistance.
Worse strength and resilience than Glenn, who shares his innate and weapon class.
Oh, this dude is like... Put him back. He needs more time.
Exactly! Now you understand!
That's... Oh, that's disappointing.
Like, no, let's compare directly here. See this? See this? Again, can only be obtained at the very tail end of Disc 1 at earliest, and look at this shit!
Hold up, Meeps is asking if you can give him, the Masamune.
No, and I should put you in the stockades for asking.
You know, honestly, it would be funny if you could, because then there needs to be a game where you have this evil weapon that anyone can equip, but when you equip it on a specific character, it starts a side quest that that character turned evil when you gave it to them. Like, everyone else is able to resist its wiles, except that one person who succumbs to it immediately.
I want to say that something or something similar happens in one of the Suikoden games, but I haven't played them yet.
I believe it's a thing in
I
Tier
played Aiden,
Crez,
though,
which is
and
like,
that game was fun.
I believe it's in Tier Crez, but that's like one of the least popular Suikoden games. Even though Tier Crez is not even a bad game, it's just like...
From what I've heard, it's not that it's a bad game, it's that 2 set the bar so fucking high, where do you go from there? Bonus, Curse doesn't actually do shit to them either, they're just like that actually.
I'm sorry, I need to punch grandmas and cut open their coin purses.
So...
You're good, don't worry about it. It's unimportant.
Clicking on this, one of these portals, as soon as you have Surge's body back, immediately prompts the "Please insert Disc 2" text.
Really?
So, this specific point is Disc 2.
Oh, just hitting the Sea of Eden button?
Yes.
Okay.
Let the path be known for the ones facing their fate.
The fucked up and evil sword is just named Chat.
I mean, I imagine that's the case for King Jeremy's court in the year 985. He was known to avail himself of much joy watching peasants get hit by horse carts. No one knows why.
Bermuda Triangle?
The anomaly. So we're now in the Sea of Eden, which is much different from the Dead Sea, isn't it?
Future!
Lachsis. Oh, hey, a save point. Let me just tap into that and...
It's not a save point.
What?
It's missing some things.
Measuring the thread of life.
We just walk into the shore and one of the fish from SpongeBob, the future episode, just comes by and paints something chrome randomly. Yep. Not just even like the whole thing, just one random object, and you're left to question it.
It just gets the fucking food safe spray cans they used in Fury Road.
Yeah. Measuring the pipe of life.
I mean, it was Easter a while ago, so of course you'd be measuring that out if you catch my drift. Cutting the thread of life. So have you noticed that?
That was very loud. I did not mean for that to happen. I am so sorry, everyone.
So have you noticed the theme yet with these? Fucking your android lover's brains out! Holy shit.
Oh, I forgot that the soundboard button was set to the microphone for a minute. That has been corrected. I'm so sorry, everyone.
And now we have Clotho spinning the thread of life. So for those of you who haven't noticed or aren't familiar, these are all named after the 3 fates from Greek mythology. Art thou worthy of accepting fate? So the very interesting thing with this boss is which order you examine the pyramids, whoever you pick last, changes a few things about the boss's behavior. It changes the color palette and what elements they'll use. As well as their innate, I believe.
Fucking, God, what was the name of the Wind Waker boss from the Tower of the Gods?
Oh, fuck, it's been so long.
Yeah.
Vita Unos. Also, beautiful fucking battle background to kick the first fight of the stream.
Oh yeah, out of all the battle backgrounds, this one looks came out the best in the remastering.
Absolutely. Just the blues,
the parallax,
and not to mention the greens from the nearby trees helps so much.
Owie, they stuck a sword in my anus. But another joke.
What the fuck? 2 crits in a row? Chill out.
The joke that I was actually gonna make for this boss once we kill it is, as it falls, Markiplier steps out. Hello, everybody. I'm Markiplier. You just beat my new boss project. So, I have no clue what to do anymore, so I'm just gonna leave.
Chill.
Oh, is it doing the Lavos thing?
No, it's doing the Gilgamesh thing.
Where it gets multiple turns for no reason.
Yes. So, let's show off one of Oroha's innate elements, Punch Drop.
By the way, are we doing that in 6?
Gilgamesh isn't in 6.
I thought he was.
He's in the advanced version, but the Pixel Remaster does not include the advanced version content.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, all the Pixel Remasters are just the base game as they originally released, but with the quality of life changes from those ports.
That's kind of unfortunate, because it canonizes Gilgamesh as being a dimension-hopping goofball.
8 did that first, to be fair. So look at how much fucking damage everyone is doing, by the way. Hello? Oh yeah, I haven't showed off Surge's 3rd innate death blow. I'll do that in a second.
I think you have? Oh no, you showed off a different
I showed off
blow.
Lynx's. I didn't show off Surge's. Lachis has stopped functioning.
Did it just fuck itself up?
I think it did.
Oh, Leza, if you, I've already mentioned in...
I can finally show off a summon, actually.
Before you do, Leza, okay.
Sorry.
Your Godhand Clippers did arrive, and they are incredibly good.
Oh, look at this genie.
Oh, she's kind of cute. She kind of got that,
She got the Shantae thing going.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, would it be appropriate to say Shantae?
I think so. She is in vogue. Someone did make a GBA demake of one of her games.
Yo. And I know Way Forward is into that shit, too.
700 damage, by the way.
Way Forward has been, is what... Despite some of the problems Way Forward has had in the past, Way Forward is still, one of those companies that I think is still pretty good, despite some of the problems.
Also, one thing I do love about the Master Mune is the sound design around it, because you heard that crit.
Oh, yeah, that queen!
Yes. So, Flying Arrow. Because we have the Master Mune, there's a certain thing to it.
Oh, shit!
We actually have Masamune's boss form from Chrono Trigger as our, spirit guide. Otherwise, it's just a big transparent surge.
Yo, that's cool.
And I love that it's actually surprisingly on model for a PS1 model.
Yeah, that was immediately recognizable.
I love it. It's so good.
him doing the double slash, the fucking scissor cut like that.
Yes,
Oh.
boy.
Yeah, that was, as they say, poggers. Orlog is not even, like, letting up.
She is just a crit machine.
She channeled the spirit of Virginia and just went nuts.
And that's the boss.
God, I'm actually kind of glad we got Glenn.
You see now! You see now!
Oh, he kind of fucks.
And this is the reason why I chose this boss specifically, because it drops Vigora.
Which I believe is a huge heal, if I remember correctly.
No, it is temporarily unlimited stamina.
Oh, fuck.
And that's going to be really good on Orlha.
Yeah.
Oh, right, burns. Hold on, we got some Icy Hot in the pack? Cool.
No.
Alright, where is it? Oh, at the bottom. Yep, here it is.
Hey, by the way, yesterday's stream, we're gonna be looking into a solution to the tinny audio. If that means that we use reactive instead of OBS Ninja, that's probably what it's gonna be going forward. I'm looking for like a software solution to give my other more remote co-streamers, but as it stands right now, Discord may be that only option.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it like, because I'm not using Chrome, because fuck Chrome, it kind of puts me in a position where certain websites that are built explicitly for Chrome, if I have any issues with the Chrome side, it's like, that's that.
Yeah. My only complaint is I don't really have any real reason to do random battles in this game. Kinda. You get little stat bonuses, and it is the easiest way to get certain materials, but yeah, otherwise. But welcome to Chronopolis.
Or as we like to call it, the immediately recognizable Zeal Palace.
Chronopolis Military Research Center. May there be everlasting peace for the children of the world, 2400 AD.
Yep, which is in the timeline, if you remember for Chrono Trigger timeline, 2400 AD is very significant because it originally was the death throes of humanity after Lavos' effects, which means Chrono did technically succeed.
No, actually, you're on the money, but that was 2300 AD.
Oh, just 100 years after.
Yes. This implies a level of prosperity in the changed timeline that Chrono and company made.
Oh, right.
I heard 3B's experiment today is going to be a real biggie. They're releasing the Flame's lock level to D in order to trace the countertime effect. Yeah, but based on previous experiments, I'm sure it'll work out fine. During the simulation, Fate was certain the flame could be used as a relay to extract enough energy to counter the anti-annihilation effect. Don't worry, it'll be a success. I hope so. Oh.
Sorry about that, everybody.
No worries about that, just a minor thing. But, yeah, this place is looking real interesting. We go inside. And when are we getting a build stream of this boy?
Oh my god.
Buddy, I think you got lost. Xenogears is set 2B.
Set 2B, yeah.
Meet Polis Police, short for Chronopolis Police. Like, first of all, he has an actual idle animation, which is interesting.
Yeah, Sub tells me they intended this dude to be a party member.
Maybe not a party member, but maybe more active, because that's a surprising amount of personality for a boss.
Yeah.
Second of all, I do love that his face actually has the impression of, like, an of-the-era, like, Tokyo policeman's cap in it.
Also, I have to make the joke. Robo want Oreo. Robo want Oreo.
Wait, Polish police is female. Oh!
What? Oh.
Yeah, this robot is classified as female in the game's data.
This robot is gendered. Oh, hello.
I didn't know we were playing Pat Labor.
Pat Labor.
Isn't it Pat Labor because it's short for patrol labor?
Come on. I have a cat in my lap right now.
Yeah. Stream cat interruption. No big deal.
Yeah, so if any keys, like, get pressed and the stream suddenly stops, it's, hey, 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 hey.
And that is the sound of fate being tempted.
Cat immediately went to chew on the headphone cable.
No.
That's like, she knew immediately. Oh! I saw that for a brief moment.
Oh, we blew her tits off.
Hey, whoa, oh, ooh. Okay, we're good.
So
sorry, everyone. We had a guest cameo by a local cat.
Yeah, well, local cat who we've been like pet sitting.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's not doing too hot.
Oh, she's twitching. Not the cat, the boss.
I guess she touched the fentanyl, and unfortunately, she's going to have to be out of action for 6 years with compensation.
Oh, she busted out the Tenant Envoy. Oh, fuck!
Did you see that damage?
Yeah, that was easily double Orha's HP.
That was almost 700 damage. Orha has 358 HP.
Mm-hmm.
By Orha, indeed.
She was deleted.
Like, she should probably just disappear like when you hit someone with a charged Sirocco shot.
When the camera just, like, slightly panned over to see her just, like, fucking ragdoll there, I was like, is she Yamcha posing?
So, I guess the boss fight is fair if both of you can nuke each other.
Yeah.
And again, we're still getting unique boss death animations, by the way. That's like the 40th boss fight. 39th, close enough.
God damn, that was something fucking else.
Negate
Call me
physical.
Dookie Nukie.
So, let's check out the random encounters of this place. So we
Shame
have
you can't chain encounters and have both those fights at once.
Oh, that's always been one of my favorite things that the Tales games did, because it's so fun to have like 12 enemies in one fight and watch the chaos.
Tales and Neo the World, or Tales and the World Ends With You series.
Neo also does it,
Yeah.
as you were about to say, and it's so fun there because you can chain like 16 battles at once. It's massive.
In the original The World Ends With You, that was, I believe, one of the only ways to get the full set of cat pens, which is like a huge ass fuck off attack, I believe.
No, it's specific fights, but chaining fights multiplies the drop rate.
Yeah.
So a 4 times chain would be 4 times the drop rate.
Every guide that I've read has labeled it as the only reasonable way of getting it.
Yes, because again, the only other alternative is grinding out fights to boost your drop rate natively with really expensive mushrooms that cost like 600,000 yen. Anyway, we have the Gizmotoid and the Gyro Blade.
They come paired together too, I see.
I don't...
They're separate entities, but
Oh,
the
it's dead.
encounter, like, came with both, like, two of
Okay,
each.
well, surely this one will... Oh, it's dead.
Alright, well, surely the next one will be strong, right?
Yeah, surely the next one will be strong.
Like-
Let's give it a love tap.
Like, like, they can't make these things that fragile. They're not, like, made by Apple or anything like that.
I mean, come on. This is future tech. These things have to be... Okay, they're doing pretty well, actually.
Oh, of course the one's made by Samsung.
Unfortunately, this is hundreds of years after Nokia went under.
Yeah.
So a really interesting thing, if you notice, every time a character makes an input to attack, the amount of stamina consumed is slight healing for Glenn. He just recovered 3 HP there.
Oh,
If I do
shit.
this, he recovers another 3 HP, you see? It's a little thing, but it can add up.
Yeah, it's just a really good passive regen.
Yeah, because it's 1 point per every point of stamina spent.
It's not a Nokia, so you know it's not invincible. God.
Yep. So, also, we got 4,000 gold from that fight with the Profiteer purse.
Yellow brooch.
I know we already used the simple frame, but I switched back to it because it feels fitting for this dungeon.
By the way, if I randomly sound like I'm getting a little bit more distant from the mic, it's because I'm petting the cat right now.
Yeah.
She's hanging up by my... Okay, tell me how you really feel about Isabella. Damn.
She's a good girl, but she's also a fussy baby.
Just knock that shit clean off the fucking shelf. Ma, there's a weird fucking cat outside. No, Chloe ain't here, so we can't call out the weird cat.
Yep. So, Robo Sewer Wash. Oh, look at this thing. This looks like the... what's it called? The little ball robot from Original Gundam.
Yeah, oh, you're controlling that.
Yes.
Haro, yeah, I was gonna say it was like Taro or something like that. I think Taro might have been the Gundam Seed one. I don't know. That's like the only thing I remember about Gundam Seed is like the very brief appearance of a Haro model, and it was like not actually a Haro model. I think that even the Anaheim Corporation labeling was like gone from it too.
I was going to joke you were playing as Cube from Live Alive. That feels like a slight nod to it, doesn't it? Because I know Takashi Tokita was involved in Chrono Trigger. We go over here, and
I believe Takashi was also on this team as well. Like, I feel like he was.
Yeah, I think he might have been, but to a lesser extent, because
Yeah.
I remember with Chrono Trigger, he was like a producer or something, because it was shortly after Live Alive came out. So we quit, and the robot disappears into the ether, never to be seen again.
Meow.
Glenn, you're clipping into the... Okay.
He's not listed as part of the major credits, so...
Okay,
What was
so he
it?
might have been like a supportive role.
Takashi... How do you spell the their last name?
Tokita.
This guy looks kooky. Damn.
Yeah, I got them guayases. I was pleasantly surprised to find out he actually assisted with writing the lyrics for one of the remixes of Battle with the Four Fiends in Final Fantasy XIV, because he was the director for Final Fantasy IV.
Oh, he co-wrote that. Yo, that's cool. That's like one of my favorite themes from fucking Inwalker.
It's so good. We have a save point over here, good to keep in mind, because this place is big.
Speaking of Final Fantasy XIV, I really, 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 really hope that the current villains of the patch content, our current villain of the patch content is not just a once we get into the next expansion, that's it. Because, like, he's kind of a good fucking villain. Like, I like him a lot. I shouldn't, but I really, really, really want him to remain a villain for a while.
I wouldn't be surprised if he up and goes by 7.5, but you never know.
Look, if he up and goes by 7.5, I want the organization he belongs to continue to be part of the plot.
So you're saying you want the Asian remnants to become Organization 13, got it?
I'm into this stream. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? I'm like actually kind of mad at you for that. You ruined that entire organization for me.
We don't know if he belongs to that. That's just what I assume, but
I don't want to talk Dawn Trail spoilers. Like, I want to name drop it, but I know it's going to be spoilers related.
oh shit. You're mad because you know that's that's actually a valid possibility,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That's why I'm mad. It's because it's like, no, that actually could be a thing. I don't
Perhaps-
want it to be.
Perhaps what we are doing is wrong. If this experiment succeeds, we'll be able to control time. We will have a complete control over history and, in a sense, become like gods. If so, what meaning is there to the history of mankind? But it's too late now. We can't afford to fail in this experiment. For some reason, anything goes wrong, the anti-annihilation energy will probably overwhelm us. Who knows what the consequences may be. Okay, cool, bye. I mean, the fact you're probably a wibbly-wobbly time ghost means that you're probably dead because you don't also acknowledge us in any capacity, but hey. Anyway, let's attack this fucking Burger King meal toy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the angles. Arrow guard. It looks like it has big googly eyes, you see that?
Yeah, I got them fucking rareware eyes going on there.
Boy,
Like, you're gonna talk to this thing, it's gonna go. Boop, 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 boop.
So what I love about the Master Mune is, even though the Spectre Swallow is probably stronger, this thing has a disgustingly high critical hit.
I have
It's-
never seen this cat, like, vibe this much.
She's been really chilling out lately. There have been times where she'll just, like, randomly pop into my room and sit on my lap. And it's like, I'm not used to that. I'm way more used to getting visits from her brother.
Well, no, like, she's fully loafed up there.
Really?
Yeah, she's just hanging out. She's sunbathing right now.
Okay, that might be why, because you have a good sunspot here.
Yeah, it's like the best sun spot in the apartment. It's
Say-
hotter in here than it is out there, more than likely.
Basically the same reason why I assume Archie likes to come into my room.
Yeah.
Forget-me-not pot. This is an interesting accessory because what it does is the character who equips it, if they defeat an enemy and they are a valid listing in Spriggan's doppelganger list, they will be added. It doesn't have, so this makes it easier to farm kills to increase their transformation list without having to bring her along.
Should we have that on, or are we just not gonna worry about it?
I say we're not going to worry about it. I think we've given her enough time to show off her gimmick. Please release the lock. Can I not just push this big old button?
Big ol' red button!
No!
Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Stop, 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 stop.
I'm stopped, don't worry.
We just lost connection.
Oh, what?
Are we having this problem again? Yeah, we're having this problem again.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I guess we have no choice but to wait it out.
Yeah, just give it a minute. So stop doing stuff.
Okay.
So we're not stable yet, but this is for the recording. We're currently having some network connection issues, which I feel like is part of Comcast's boo-boo shenanigans. We're at like sub 5,000 kilobytes per second streaming right now. It says it's green, but it's like 3,000 kilobytes per second.
Hmm. Wait here for a little bit to see if it perks back up. It feels like the play here.
Nope, it's just going right back to happening again.
Lovely.
Yeah, go ahead. It's only upload.
I saw you glance at her. Oh.
Hi, can y'all hear us? It sounds like we're looks like we're back to being good now.
Yeah,
We had a momentary hiccup.
these things happen sometimes with your fantastic ISPs.
We're still in ad break. Hey, everybody. All right. Are we good now? Are we stable? It looks like we're stable again.
All right. Enforced ad break. Gotta love it. All right.
We were due for one anyways. All right. I think we're back now.
All right. Sound off. Who's not dead? Ooh.
Oh, it's the map.
Yeah,
Neat.
with the cloud cover over the Sea of Eden removed, so you can actually see Chronopolis, actually.
Interesting.
Invincible's even moored in the right place.
God fucking damn it!
Again?
Yes!
Fuck.
Stop. Just fucking stop.
I'm here. I'm staying. Don't worry.
Are we stable again, or am I gonna say that and we're just gonna start shitting the bed again? When did this start happening? I need to document this. Alright, carry on.
Okay. Talk to this dude over here. Originally, El Nido was nothing but ocean. The El Nido archipelago is purely artificial, created by fate. It was a remodeling plan that took place 10,000 years ago. Planned to include islands blessed with nature in the Sea of El Nido. The main island of El Nido, Earth Dragon Isle, Water Dragon Isle, Black Dragon Isle, the development of elements using the energy of the natural world, the distribution of memory terminal devices called the Records of Fate that could monitor and guide people's lives. The research center staff, who had their memories of the future erased, left the center and began a life outside amidst nature. This is how Fate's Paradise came into existence. And for over 10,000 years, Fate has been watching over and guiding the descendants of the staff who left the research center. Everything was in perfect harmony. That is, until 14 years ago when a boy came into contact with a flame on the night of the storm. But yeah, this is what El Nido was supposed to look like, minus the Chronopolis Islands here, in the original timeline. And here's what it looks like after being cultivated by the research facility.
Huh.
So, there's their explanation for why this place didn't exist in the original Chrono Trigger timeline. It was just an island and a reef, and the vestiges of an island. Oh. Hello, ma'am.
Are we still going?
Yeah, we're still going, just cat interruption.
Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Cat just pressed a bunch of keys.
Where's the lock release for the elevator again? My mind's been blanking lately. Is it this button? Yeah, I think it's this big button.
Big old button.
Is it any? Yeah, it is.
Get some air circulating in here a little bit.
But yeah, just a good little bit of, hey, this world as you knew it doesn't exist. This shit's a lie. Okay, we can't take this up to second floor. Can we take this, or basement floor? What about third floor?
We going up?
Yep. Something about the design of this facility definitely gives me vibes of those, like, Solaris lab spaces that Krellian had in Xenogears, you know, with, like, the more blue hallways, but something about the design and the color grading is very similar. This looks like a dude I saw walking by my high school one time.
Look at that fucking Yasunori Mitsuda chilling out up there.
Like, that looks like a photo they took of a staffer.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like, I get what they're going for here. We'll see when we hit this button, but they did not expect 25 years of brain rot to influence how people see this.
Right.
Humans and reptites, the reptile creatures from Chrono Trigger's prehistoric era. Remember those?
Yup.
65 million years ago, the reptites who evolved from reptiles had developed their own unique civilization. This was long before the ancestors of humans who evolved from primates had developed their civilization. Excavations carried out on the central continent of Xenon have revealed that the reptites already had advanced architectural skills in the prehistoric era. But Lavos' descent to the planet's surface and the ice age this brought about rang the death knell for the reptites and their civilization. After that, the reptites slowly disappeared from the stage of history. However, in the distant past, humans could have been defeated in the contest of evolution and the reptites could have continued to develop. It is not unthinkable that such a timeline could exist in another dimension. Everything is purely a problem of possibilities, and the world is only stabilized by the viewpoint of the one who observes it. Yulia Andrade just leaning up from her chair going,
Oh yeah, because this accidentally dips into eternalism, isn't it?
Yes, that's why I keep bringing it up.
Damn.
Because that's literally what these alternate dimensions are. This is the possibility in the great block of time of, hey, what if humans didn't win out and reptiles continue to be the dominant species?
Mm-hmm.
Lavos, an extraterrestrial life form thought to have fallen from the heavens 65 million years ago. On the timeline that existed before history was changed, Lavos was assumed to have slept deep below the planet's surface, sleeping and consuming the planet's energy up until the day of destruction known as the Apocalypse. You don't have to put that in quotes, that's just a term that people... whatever.
The Apocalypse?
Like, just actual, like, we've heard of doomsday preppers, get ready for doomsday skeptics, I guess.
Right.
Just the concept of a doomsday is considered worthy of being frowned upon. There are those who believe that 12,000 years ago, the legendary ancient magical civilization known as Zeal came into contact with Lavos. That fateful encounter is said to have resulted in Zeal disappearing from the surface of the planet within the space of a single night. Well, it was pretty bright out, so it was more like a single morning, but same difference. However, the very existence of the ancient civilization of Zeal has never been proven, so the theory cannot be confirmed to this day. On some timelines, Lavos appeared on the surface of the planet in the year 1999 and brought the world to ruin. However, a group of young time travelers saw where their planet's history was heading and through their actions rewrote time. So this whole thing is basically never play Chrono Trigger, who dis?
Pretty much. Also, Becky saying, call me a Jaffa cake because my doughy self is stuffed full of marmalade. Marmalade.
I thought those were full of orange creme.
Orange marmalade specifically.
Okay.
But yeah.
Also, free rainbow shell just chilling in here.
Just hanging out. No big deal.
Won't say no to that. Paddington Bear must love those cakes.
Right.
Do they ever show me eating Jaffa cakes?
I don't think so. I didn't actually see Paddington Bear. Everybody keeps going like, it's such a good movie. And I'm like, but I've never seen it.
You should. I've heard so many good things about Paddington 2 specifically.
Becky, you're behind.
Go back. I love the stock dude on the right monitor. Go back. Oh, I think Becky's saying go back to see it. In the corner?
In the corner?
Of this room? or in the room, or in the what? In the corner. In the Okay, not in that corner.
Hold up. I think Becky's just that far behind.
That's me in the corner. In the corner.
My religion.
Shit. Okay. In the
Hey
corner.
Becky, if you're seeing this, you may be experiencing a very significant delay right now.
Or sundowning, one of the two.
Just a reminder to everybody, the biggest reason why we have chat up on the side of our stream is to check like how big the delay is for us to see your message, and if you need to refresh. I see your test.
Yes. Also, I see the cat running around on your bed. That's okay, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, about 2 seconds. Oh, you were probably talking about the sideways skeleton dude.
Oh.
It's either
Okay.
that or the brain being injected with fentanyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, skeleton dude. Yeah, Laurel.
Oh.
No, other one.
Yeah.
Not that one, the other side.
Other one? This one?
No, go to the opposite side of this one.
Oh, opposite side.
Yeah, this one.
Oh.
Look at that skeleton.
Shit.
Look at that skeleton. Oh, Becky was talking about the regular dude. Yeah, I mean, that also applies.
Yeah, because it's like, that is still so funny. But yeah, no, I can't believe they actually have a satellite imaging of the brains of modern Fire Emblem players.
I was gonna take the high road and say Republicans, but sure.
That's the high road? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean in the sense that it's like you're making a political joke, I'm making a petty beef joke.
yeah.
Combat, sure, okay. Is he combating the Z fighting on his
Jesus
accents?
fuck.
Look at that! I think that is just as bad as it was in the PS1 version.
Oh, that would not surprise me in the slightest.
Also, this thing is fucking tanky.
Satellite images of the brains of
To people who have small brains. A small brain the size of a medium brain.
A small medium brain at large.
Not to be confused with me, the cumbot. That's a lot of health for a normal enemy, by the way. That was like almost 2,000 hit points.
Got some empty slots there you can fill.
I think that may be the single tankiest normal enemy in the game.
I almost want to say so, yeah. No, Orha's good. It's Glenn and Serge that needs.
Yeah, they got like one empty slot between them.
Sorry, like how I used to play this game is if I see a slot pop up, I fill that bitch immediately.
No, yeah, I'm the same way. It's just like I'm playing it loosey-goosey here because we're so close to the end of the game. It feels like it barely
Oh, are we
matters.
really that close?
Yes, there is literally only one dungeon left after this, and an optional dungeon.
Wow, let's do the optional.
We absolutely want to do the optional, 100%.
Just stretch this stream a little bit more.
It's a good dungeon too. It's like it's a plot dungeon too, is the thing.
Becky saying, "Please help, my circuits are drenched."
Becky, I see an oversight in your design. Help me.
Help me! Help me!
Help me. Help me, kill me. Help me, kill you.
Why was I programmed to feel pain?
Okay, what was he guarding? Hellbound. Neat.
Just a heads up, everybody. If there's like things you're missing, this is gonna go up on YouTube like tomorrow, like completely unedited.
The life forms of this planet developed from single-celled microorganisms to protozoans, then from fish to amphibians, from reptiles to mammals, and eventually to humans. Beginning with the cerebral neocortex, which only exists in higher mammals, the anthropod brain enlarged at an accelerated pace until it became the human brain we know. Could the reason for the abnormal development of the human brain be the biological contamination caused by Lavos? if then really follows that humans are really a heterogeneous life form, or foreign matter as far as the planet is concerned. Yeah, I figured I misread that. Humans are a sudden mutation caused by contact with Lavos, an alien life form that fell to this planet from space.
I mean, in your defense, it's also spelled incorrectly.
I imagine so. That is why humans are, biologically speaking, unbalanced and incomplete. Internally inconsistent and disconnected, human existence is plagued by contradictions. An incomplete species torn between love and hatred whose very being is self-contradictory. Okay, cool. What does that have to do with us being like with like fish who grew like skin and hair? You can play the banjo if you want, man. You could like make Gunpla.
Oh, speaking of Nier, Pumacan mentioning Nier, there is a running science theory for Nier itself that like the planet didn't really just stop spinning. It became tidally locked to the sun, and thus the entire part of the game that you play takes place on a barely livable rim around the planet.
Yeah, because like it's playing, because they make it ambiguous where it takes place, because the panning shot that shows a landmark implying where the game takes place, in the original release version at least, was different depending on your region. In the Japanese version, it was Tokyo Tower. In North America, I think it was like the Chrysler Building or something in New York.
It's just crazy because like you think about that, and the planet just stopping, like it's still doing the orbit, but like its tilt and facing is just tidally locked to the sun.
Yeah.
And you can only imagine just like this entire segment of just no fucking water and barely any atmosphere facing the planet, or
which I
facing the sun.
believe is alluded to in the Yorha stage play.
Oh, so they went full science on that shit.
They might have. I think there's still some artistic liberties taken, but they might have. Anyway, we control human emotions by using neurotransmitters.
The Millennium Tower.
That means that by manipulating the nerve transmitters inside their brains, it's possible to control the feelings and even the personalities of humans. Fate uses the records of Fate to directly connect to the brains of the humans with whom they come into contact. Fate not only imprints what actions the human should take into their brains, but also rewrites their personalities and feelings. So this is why everyone is lining up to check the records of Fate. It's literally just thought control. It's guiding people to a certain predetermined end state. Which is a very interesting take on the concept of fate. Memory scanning and imprinting is not that difficult a thing. As a matter of fact, it's possible to simulate the thoughts and feelings of each individual. These are just electric signals that flow around the circuitry of the brain, after all. The vessels of flesh can now be reproduced through cloning, and the soul stored within these fleshly vessels can be simulated as well. Thus, one could go so far as to say that death itself no longer exists. However, this comes at the cost of the destruction of the individual, the loss of variation. In which case, is there truly life where there is no death?
No, this is the fucking, what's their names from fucking Endwalker. The race of space people that are just like evolutionarily done, and they're just like amorphous phantoms.
The Ia.
Ia, yeah, there we go.
Is there special dialogue if you don't ever save? Sadly, no.
Have people actually tried?
Yes.
Oh.
Mostly with emulators.
No, that's fair. Yeah, the Ia.
The EA Sports. It's in the game. EA Sport is in the game.
The E.
E.
I think that's actually how they're pronounced and everything. Just E.
Only personnel registered as Arbiter may enter.
Just the Arbiter from Halo comes by.
Please withdraw to your designated positions. We will do the same in case of emergency. Oh, are these things actually following me? No, I don't think they are.
It'd be really funny if like just the Arbiter from Halo comes by and goes hello and just passes and just they let him through.
Greetings!
Greetings! Have you seen Master Chief, the demon?
Everyone, gather round. Let's see. In the 11th century, a scientist by the name of Luca indicated the possibility of time travel through use of a time egg, which utilizes miniature black holes. That bitch made a mini black hole creator in a time when radio was still just coming off the ground? God damn!
Kaya just off in a corner going, yes, go on!
Whether this could actually be possible or not is still the subject of intense debate, and no conclusions have been made.
For those who are rank 5 in the hex, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
According to her theory, by rotating a single point of supergravity, space-time continua can be drawn in, thus making it possible to transform that singular point, which pulls in everything else, into a ring formation. Using this ring as a gate between dimensions, it should be possible to travel back and forth between various spacetimes. So literally giving a soft science explanation for how the gate key works. Time eggs may have already existed during the reign of the ancient dynasty we heard legends about.
Kingdom of Zeal.
We shouldn't have to rely on theories from an ancient civilization that may not have existed. We can do this ourselves. The legends say they altered time using a time egg. That's just legend. There isn't even any evidence to prove this ancient dynasty ever existed. The experiment should be starting soon. After we discovered an unusual gravitational field in the barren sea of El Nido, we built artificial islands and established Chronopolis. This was all done to facilitate our secret research. But now, our research is about to come to its end. Once the final adjustments are made, the experiment will commence.
So, I want to poke a little hole in their conversation here.
Go ahead.
So, with the events of Chrono Trigger and the fall of the Sky Islands of Zeal, you would think that, like, there would be some ruins under the ocean that they could have just, you know, dug up.
Dredged up.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing, though, is the only underground ruins that you find are the buried remains of Azala's Tyranno lair in 600 AD. You don't find anything of Zeal.
Yeah, just for some reason it's all gone.
Yeah. The closest it gets is the black boxes that respond to the pendant, but that's it. Nothing remains.
And those were, by design, meant to be time stable.
Yes. The chief hasn't returned yet. He hasn't? Oh, well, we'll hold off until he gets back.
Which is funny, because when we played through Chrono Trigger, I didn't know that picking a specific time of, like, a specific year changes the effects of those boxes.
Yeah, how you can open the future how you can touch them in the past, go to the future versions, and they'll be upgraded.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Time is not elastic. Sorry, all out of civilization. Just shaped like the main island. Individual differences emerge as time changes. Perhaps people, all life forms, exist in their own separate strands of time. Is time independent, marching to the beat of its own drum? Ridiculous.
Civilization machine broke. Alright, but is that civilization boneless?
They just got a security robot stopping around here, no big deal. We may appear to be a military research center, but the actual subject of our research is time itself. This institution was established under the utmost secrecy by the central government.
The central government who? I don't fucking know. Shut up!
Exactly. They're conducting a simulation of phase shifting.
We've been here for a bit.
So we touch the button. Look, someone spent, like, I gotta imagine 10 hours making this really cool mesh and particle simulation, and we're gonna show it off every time you touch that button. Lost ancient magic civilization of Seal. If it really did exist, someone may have traveled through time to this period.
I just had a really funny thought. Like,
Yeah?
you go to the console, and, like, they're talking about, like, how it's a simulation of, like, space and time and shit, and you look at the console and it just says toilet flushing simulation.
Shit.
And they're just like, yeah, this is just how it works. And they're just like, the cyclic flow of water down a toilet.
Here we get magnified.
Just the epitome of a confidently incorrect yet somehow right. Like, just some scientist sat in his room, look like after he took a massive shit, and like He's looking at the toilet and going, "Oh shit! I think this is how time flows."
This is what Living Liquid from Final Fantasy XIV was warning us about. God, I love those crit sounds, by the way.
Like anytime I see somebody see a game use like particle spiraling down a funnel, I can't help but think about one, how incorrect that is. Because if it's simulating the pull of gravity, that shit's not gonna spiral. Gravity is very linear. If that shit's gonna pull downward, it's gonna pull downward straight on.
No, but that's how they open the holes in time to the other time, and that's how you go and you go to the Middle Ages and you buy the beef jerky.
And like, seeing it like this makes me think that someone like saw the spin of a toilet and went, "Oh, that could work," or started using the quote unquote sacred shapes mathematics, and like just kind of ran with it, but didn't run with it in a direction that made much sense, but they said, "Fuck it." If it's spiraling, it's because something tried to push it perpendicular to the gravitational pull, right? No, gravity is very you push that shit, it's going to straighten that fucker out. Like, it spinning down the rim there is not how it would work. If you run like a black hole, the whole thing with the black holes is doesn't actually spin. It's just certain things of certain mass is yanked in faster than other things.
Gotcha.
So it's like trying... Ah! I got jump scared by the cat. Hello.
I have never heard you yelp like that in my life.
Hello, Priscilla. If certain things are like of a higher mass, it's going to try to orbit it the best it can, which is why a lot of things you see in black holes will like spin around it a few times. You cat pulled into gravitational pull.
This is why I keep begging him to play a Silent Hill game with us on stream at least once.
No.
Come on, it'll be fun. Don't you want to hear the soothing sounds of dun, 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 dun?
But also, isn't the visual effect of what we see around black holes distorted light? Yes,
I believe so. Yes.
Which is why like, given enough mass, it'll try to orbit it as much as it can. But if it's not enough mass to escape the pull, it'll just like eventually zip in. It's still a straight line to them.
Yeah.
But to us, due to distorted light, it looks like it's spiraling. When in actuality, it's just straight into the abyss.
Also, I'd like to point out how much of a dick move it is, because unless you saw his feet, this dude blends right in with the ocean.
Stop that. I know you're needing, but Priscilla!
Cat attack!
Your claws are so sharp!
And she's such a small cat, too.
And the pants I'm wearing are so thin!
Time research. However, at the peak of his career, he simply vanished. We've continued his... What?
Look at chat.
Can we ban Birdbrain Becky for 600 years?
No, don't ban her. No, don't ban them. Sorry,
Mods,
don't ban
please
them.
ban them.
Don't ban. No.
Banish that person.
Mod Becky. Mods, give this chat member a mod.
Mods, remove this jester from our court. Continue to work this far and have come this far. Our work is almost complete. Well, it's about time I headed back. Experiment's about to begin. Chat, am I real?
What's really funny is I think I can actually mod you from my side if I really wanted to. I don't think we have the slots right now, though.
Probably not. Because I know you mentioned wanting to, like, give me mod, and I don't have it because we ran out of slots.
Yeah. I have to check. Now's not a very good time to check.
No, not really.
Chat, is this real life? I actually heard somebody unironically say, chat, like, refer to everyone as chat for some fucking reason. And I'm just like, what?
No.
Like,
How's we're gonna have problems?
oh, your pants are probably thicker than mine.
Yeah, I'm wearing dungarees.
Yeah, I'm wearing sleep pants right now. Very well worn and very well loved sleep pants, by the way. Like, these things need to be retired like a motherfucker. If I find another pair of Sriracha sleep pants, I'll just buy them.
What, you sleep in spice?
Yes. I do.
Fine, that's
A
no way to
giant,
live
a
deliciously.
giant pile, a giant, like, evenly spread layer of, like, tomatoes, cayenne, and, like, multiple kinds of peppers.
She's licking my foot, and I don't know why, but I'd like her to stop.
Kitty's love is made of 1,000 tiny needles. Yeah.
The experiment is underway, access denied, so we can't go back in there. But we can go in here now. Oh no, I see what she's doing. She's using my foot as a fucking bar to prop her feet on so she can clean those. She's basically using me as a kitchen island. The record of fate is exposed?
Like, hold up! You have no clue how much I want to fucking use that as clickbait. Hold up. I'm gonna tag that one. Alright, that's been tagged for later.
Record of fate exposed?
You have no clue how much I want to use that for, like, every stream title going forward for this game.
Oh my god.
Record of fate is exposed? There's like a big circle and like an arrow and like Mr. Beast somehow snuck in there.
Just the guy who everyone thinks is Mr. Beast, but is just a lookalike doing the pose.
Yeah. Two worlds that are so close in nature, yet so far removed from one another, exist in separate dimensions. These worlds are under the constant observation of and are guided by the main computer of Chronopolis, Fate.
Those are just little interjections. You didn't have the buzz like that.
Fate has been manipulating the world in which I'll read it however the fuck I want. Fuck you.
Okay.
Fate has been... No, I got what you meant. Fate has been manipulating the world in which El Nido lies in order to avoid any major change to the history it knows. If an event on El Nido influences the main continent of 2400, in which Fate exists, would change. This paradox could potentially lead to a great disaster. The records of Fate's terminals, collect data from around the world and input guidance directly into the minds of its user. This is like an alliterated In this covert manner, Fate is able to control the lives of people without them knowing. Guided by Fate, the people of El Nido lead harmonious lives. Except for Pore, who keeps kind of showing up and fucking everything up. Did the game crash?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You didn't read this one, in a sense they're nothing more than puppets of fate.
Oh.
An instruction to the young girl in R901 to give up going to the main continent to become a poet. An instruction to the man in RI02 to give up on becoming a fisherman. A plan to avoid any point of contact with the main continent so as not to avoid history.
However, ever since the formation of the Dead Sea 10 years ago, Fate has been unable to intervene directly with the World 01. The best Fate could do was cross the dimensions and receive data through records of Fate. And with much difficulty, Fate succeeded in binding Miguel to the Dead Sea as a watchman.
So there we go.
The party just looks at each other and goes, uh-oh.
So, yet again proving this is the point of the records of Fate and what's been going on. The entirety of El Nido is basically just one big old petri dish. And we even have a comparison on the screens where we have Viper Manor Homeworld on screen 1 and another manor on screen 2, even though I think that's from very early in the game, because if you look closely, that's Sultan Pepor guarding the gate.
Yeah.
Which they only do if you take Pierre's route, I believe.
And all these save points, can you use them?
No.
Why?
They're not animated.
Press the button.
Oh, this just does nothing,
Oh.
which is weird.
It's got a 0-3 over it, too. That's why it's weird. Robot!
Oh no, he's got backup. Backup dead.
Oh, he died.
Damn, with the consistent burn procs too. Actually, do I have Purify on you? Make things slightly easier? Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah, my favorite Pep Dunk song. Cock, 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 cock.
Gunner get ya.
I'm gonna get ya.
48 damage.
Oral Hog just dies from the pun alone.
Thankfully not.
She just gets a debuff that allows her to not act because she's just recoiling from it.
Multi-punch. Haven't showed this yet. That's a string, all right.
That's a Street Fighter combo. What are you talking about? Like, that's literally just fucking, Eleanor. You can't convince me otherwise.
You sure you don't mean Elena?
Elena, sorry, Elena. We're like, Oral Hog's just third strike. Like, come on.
And we get a card key.
Like, we're just, like, that ability's going off and off muted in the background, and you just hear, bing! Let's go!
So we hit this button. It all began with a notebook my mother handed me. She told me she found it while cleaning out the closet. This old notebook covered with mold was a diary that belonged to my grandfather, who passed away many years ago. It contained his distant memories.
This device playback archives. It was a phony. Oh my god.
Looks like someone's memoirs.
Fucking hell, Becky.
I wonder if you still remember. When we first met, and our many adventures, it all seemed like a dream. We ran like the wind during those warm summer days, long ago. You were a piece of a star that fell from the sky. I can still relive the memories of those days long past, just by closing my eyes.
It sounded like a pen on paper.
Just by closing my eyes like so and whispering your name into the desolate night. Kid. Kid. Radical dreamers. Le Trésor interdit.
Huh?
So, this is literally an internal homage to Radical Dreamers, which formed the basis of this game.
Yeah, wasn't this game originally not really a time travel-y kind of game?
I don't remember. I do know.
I mean, we could play it, but
yeah, because I know Radical Dreamers was just its own thing, which is packed in with this game.
Yeah, like we could play it. That's something I've considered. I just wanted to do this first.
Of course. Because this came before Radical Dreamers over here in the States. And
also, Radical Dreamers is like a lot of it's a visual novel.
Yeah, it's a visual novel / adventure game.
So like that's why I'm like, we could, but
do we want to? I'm admittedly curious.
If it happens, it would be something I would probably do on my own, just to go through on stream, because visual novels are really easy to do when it's just one person.
And it's also, it was originally a Satellaview game, so it can't be that big.
You'd be surprised.
What does this mean?
There's a conversation with a comrade.
Are you ready, kid?
Aye, Captain.
I know you're anxious, but stay on your toes. Yeah, likewise, mate. You mess up and I'm leaving you behind. Got that search? Come on, Magel, let's go. That bastard Lynx is gonna get what he deserves. Say your prayers, not that it'll do you any good.
This seems to be an archive from a different time than our own.
If only there was a way to view that time in some capacity. Wink, wink.
Like I said, if y'all wanna see it, like it'll just be me though. Just a heads up.
Aside from the two worlds we already know about, other worlds and times may also exist.
Though we also got to look up if I can actually do something like that, because that would technically constitute as an audiobook. If it's not careful. Is that we did Valhalla, the fucking bartending cyberpunk game, and
Yeah.
when Nirvana comes out, I am playing that. When that comes out, that is a stream because I did the first one in the series. And according to what's been going on from the devs' blog posts, Nirvana's going to be a good bit different than Valhalla.
I see.
Because he's been working on another game I have on the list for you and me streaming.
Yeah.
The Parabellum Bloodhound, I think it's what it's called. He's working on that right now and taking what he learned from that into Nirvana.
Okay.
And the composer has been dropping more and more tracks involving the game than the original.
Big boy season, come get you one.
Oh, goodness.
I wonder if there's a way to thread the needle between those two.
Probably, but who cares? Let's beat them up.
And we're only facing one, funnily enough.
I was about to say, they both stopped. What the?
What?
Oh, you're speeding it up.
Yeah, because it's like, we've already seen this boy.
Alright, I mean... When you speed it up like that,
What?
it feels like you're rushing now.
Just for that one fight. Because I anticipated this would happen.
Okay.
And now we're facing two.
Are we facing two? I thought we were only facing one.
We were facing one in the last one, but now we're facing two in this one. So now we're facing three, despite the fact there were two on the field.
Why did I only see one on the field? Oh, there we go. I felt like I was being gaslit for a minute.
Kind of hilarious watching the party get smashed with explosives. Just get a whole arsenal dumped on you, 48 damage.
I should check something.
Oh, this boy is doing 0 damage to Surge. Oh, shit.
I'm going silent for a minute to check something.
Yeah. Meanwhile, let's show off Oroha's third and final innate element, Family Feud. It's just multi-punch, but she's backed up by the ghost of her dead twin sister from the alternate timeline. Interestingly, if you look closely, Tia actually has different impact streaks, implying she was a red innate. Shit. Steve Harvey watching a ghost twin punch girl duke it out. Family what? Family huh?
Family, huh?
Oh, right, burns. I gotta buy more stat curing elements after this.
Steve Harvey being confused is a meme that I will never turn down ever existing.
No.
Meeting Thought Kingdom, Steve. Meeting, huh? Meeting what?
Fingerprint and retina scan required. Please step inside the circle and hold up your left hand.
Project Kid. Oh yeah, that. Yes.
Yes! Kill! Analysis complete. Fingerprint, retina, and C-class DNA all clear. Data discrepancy due to aging within permissible range. 96% confirmation that this individual is the last registered arbiter. Access granted. Welcome back, Chrono Trigger.
Huh? So that's why. So that is why Lynx needs Surge for.
Lynx must be inside already. Okay, I want to take a quick moment to point out how funny it is that despite all the lofty terms of like Arbiter and Chrono Trigger, the entire reason that he needed Surge's body is because for some reason that we will get into a little later, he got mistaken for a fucking lab tech and got the wrong access credentials.
Oh my god.
That's literally all this is.
It's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna fuck up this dude's entire life just because I got confused for a lab tech.
Exactly.
Yes. Along with the frozen flame. Game going, alright, you ready to see this shit?
Yeah, you ready to see this shit, by the way? Arbiter confirmed. Access granted.
Where are we? Is that the frozen flame?
Kinda can't see past the light show.
Exactly. Huh?
This song only plays in this scene, and this is a song from Radical Dreamers that they recomposed for this game.
Wait, I didn't know we were playing Half-Life 1. No, we're playing Abiotic Factor featuring the...
Could fucking start
The hero of people's prayers, the provider of riches, fame, and power, bestower of eternal life, the promiser of peace and happiness.
And his name is changed back to Lynx for simplicity's sake.
Hello.
Hello.
I also dropped a voice, don't mind me.
Yeah, back to how you're supposed to sound.
Yeah, no, just, Anyways, this is the essence of what descended from the heavens in the prehistoric age. The living crimson stone, the frozen flame. Lynx?
Kind of feels like that name's a bit of an artifact at this point.
What took you so long? Huh? No, what about my name being an artifact?
Yeah, just, you don't look caddish anymore. You have the one... Actually, how did you do that to my teeth?
Alright, so hold up. Hear me out a minute. So, you can still name your... So, are you saying that having an animal name is artifacted when you stop looking like the animal? So what do you do
don't
with...
put words in my mouth, you jerk.
No. What would you say to a man who is named Yagi, which means goat, and he didn't look like a goat?
How many people do you know who are named Yagi? Seriously.
How many people do you know named Yagi?
None!
I know 3.
Where?
Japan.
What the fuck's a Japan?
Oh, yeah. Well, don't hate the fact that I kept my animal name. Okay?
Okay,
Alright.
sure.
Alright.
Also, why the hell is Kit unconscious? Did you... What happened?
She fell asleep. You kind of took a long time.
Really? That's it? You didn't, chloroform her or anything? She just did this to her? Actually, no, the more I say it, the more it sounds like, of course, she did it to herself. I've known her for so long.
Yeah, just,
You did...
She's just very tired. Very tired.
God, is she? She is... The fact she's breathing is the only reason I know she's doing okay.
I mean, you took 36 hours, and we were up for at least half of that.
36 hours?
Yeah,
We entered the Sea of Eden from the other side. Is there a time dilation thing we just haven't been keeping track of?
Maybe. I mean,
Oh my god!
I mean, it did say that the aging deviation was 96% within acceptance range.
Yeah, but that's because I came here I must have been 3 when my dad brought me here, right?
96% acceptance range. Take a minute to think about that. I was the last person to
that
touch...
also says a lot about this place's tech that it predicts that accurately.
Hold up. I was the last person to touch this. Think about that for a minute.
Actually, now that you say that, I'm surprised that this place isn't exploding now that we're standing so close. If we touch each other, is there going to be a black hole?
I don't want to find out. Anyways, worried that you might have perished on the way here. Good to see you, Serge, you lousy motherfucker. Get your talk ass down to the test chamber, or else I will shove the sample up your ass. And stop fucking with the microwave!
I just love the way that dude drawls out the word microwave.
I honestly, I love more than just
This feeling every time we touch Demon Core.
It is no use. I put her soul to sleep. I had to remove any potential obstacle from us having this talk.
She is a yapper.
Yeah, I mean... Who are you? What are you after? You still don't know.
We barely know anything.
I am the human incarnation of fate.
Wait, but you were a cat man. Does that still mean you're the human incarnation if you were... This is hurting my brain already.
Have you ever seen that? It just like goes on to get another tirade. It's like, have you ever seen that music video on Beavis and Butthead where it's like a man and like a leotard, and he's just the whole song is just like, I am the plant man, and he's just standing in front of various wallpapers for some reason.
I mean, that's like my favorite show on MTV. I hope they stick true to it. Gentle reminder: this game came out in 2000.
Anyways, the living interface of the Fate computer system. Or put simply, I too am Fate. What?
Yeah, I'm with Glenn. What?
14 years ago, on the night of a terrible, terrible storm, the cogs began to turn. That night, Wazuki and Miguel set out to sea carrying a sick child in their boat. And that child was you, Serge.
Yeah.
After you had been attacked by a panther demon.
Yeah.
That means he's Bonzi Buddy.
Oh.
Your poison wounds, man.
Fucking no.
I cannot do that.
You could not maintain that voice no matter how much you wanted to.
Your poison wounds were beyond healing abilities of the doctors of Termina or even Guldove. So they set sail to Marble in order to see the sage there, not knowing how bad the storm would become. Being skilled sailors, the two men were able to survive the storm. But they were blown off course and came ashore on this island, where they decided to seek shelter. At the time, this research center was offline due to the severity of the storm. It only took 10 minutes for the system to power back up, but by then, the flame had found you.
That's an impressive backup system, actually, if this whole facility was only down 10 minutes.
Honestly, it's quite underwhelming. Like, you'd think we'd have backup generators.
Actually, no, you raise a good point. Why didn't you have backup generators?
Right? I mean, like, look, I know
Was
I'm
it
like
not
an
in the
interface.
budget?
Look, I know I'm the interface of the computer, but like, imagine just like being an interface of the computer and the system just, shuts down and you're just like, oh, guess I'm going to sleep for the next unknown amount of time. When will I wake up? I don't fucking know, but I'm gonna wake up, hopefully.
Considering you're in charge of the logistics, doesn't that mean you could figure out if this is because of an embezzling scandal?
Do you think I had the time while I was powered off to do that?
Yes.
No. When a system powers off, it's just like, gone.
Okay.
Like, I go to sleep, I wake up, anything that happens between that and then and there, nothing. Like,
Well, that's less sleep and more a coma, isn't it?
to me, it's literally, I open my eyes. To me, it's literally, I blinked and next thing I know, it's 10 minutes later.
Huh. I
Yeah.
can't imagine what that's like as Joe slowly looks over and looks at the calendar for 2025 and remembers the time skip era that was 2020 to 2023.
Radically dreamless. Just Link's is sitting there, just out of nowhere going, have you ever seen the episode of Futurama where, like, all the chronotons are all out of whack and, like, time just kind of skips suddenly and you're not sure what the fuck just happened? Contact with the flame healed by your young body. But that was not all. Once the security system was rebooted, it would only grant access to you, the Arbiter.
Like I said, it mistook him for a fucking lab tech.
You can't imagine the trouble this caused the Fate computer system in achieving its objective.
Especially considering I don't even know how we got here. Or how we got out. Like, did you guys not have an override procedure for this? Did you not have, like, a way to issue a transference? Or was there, like, a lot of red tape because the department you had to call was in another timeline?
I'm gonna be real with you. Not even a computer can make sense of the bureaucratic nightmare that is this place. Like, I don't know who's in charge. One person says they're in charge, another person says they're in charge. They argue during the meetings. Anyways, inside of Fate, there was a standalone circuit that had been kept hidden since the old Mother Brain generation.
The boss of the factory from the bad future that we fought during Robo's endgame side quest, for those who don't remember.
That circuit was designed to start a malfunction, or more precisely, a rebellion. Who would have thought that such a small bug, a traitor, could even exist inside of Fate? That hidden circuit was based on the initial Ash tier model of a circuit board, with extra logic added by another scientist.
Oh, good to know that Luca's name apparently lives on in the future as the rough equivalent of IBM.
Luca going on into the future to found AMD just to fuck with NVIDIA.
Going on to create the first chess-playing robot.
Deep Blue! How dare you! Fate itself did not realize that this circuit was present within the core of its system, or more correctly, the circuit was programmed so that the moment Fate did detect it, it would erase all record of its detection. Oh, that's a contingency. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's literally baked-in sundowning.
Just like looking at that going, huh, what's this? Alright.
You literally programmed the robot with dementia as a security procedure.
Like, your contingency plan was to not have a contingency plan.
Your contingency plan was, did they find out? No, they didn't. Literally.
No, the contingency plan was putting a pie chart in front of somebody and refusing to explain the 1%. Oh, this part of the chart? You don't worry about this part of the chart. We got an ad break coming up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it run naturally. Dr. Luca Ashton. Unbelievably intelligent and incredibly enthusiastic. You might go so far as to call her a mad scientist.
Just smash cut to her casting the highest tier fire spell and incinerating a room full of imps.
Oh my god.
Remember, she was your black mage.
Programming my computer to walk into a room and forget why it walked there. Of course, I don't think it was she who implemented her theory. This most likely was the work of Balthazar, the first curator of the research center.
And the guru of reason.
Fates, bring out the traitor. Bring out Prometheus.
What, are they gonna bring him out in manacles like the guards?
Affirmative.
You have finally released me. Welcome back. So you're the real Surge.
You're a real one, Surge.
You remember who Prometheus refers to in Chrono Trigger?
Oh god, no, actually I don't.
This is a copy of Robo's personality that is talking to us right now.
Oh shit.
Yes, this is a voice-only, or text-rather-only cameo by a copy of Robo.
Man, I'm starting to feel like that I shouldn't have doubted those people who thought this was a direct sequel.
Yeah, I told you. I told you.
Oh, hello. It's not a direct sequel, but like.
But it is. But it isn't.
Hey! Do not chew that. No chewing. She was going for the XLR cable.
Yeah, I know. That's why they put Kid to sleep.
Anyway.
She wanted to eat the fiber optic cables in the floor. I've waited a long time for you. I'm glad you made it in time.
Here comes an ad. Hey! No.
Priscilla hate ads.
Priscilla, you need to stop. She kept trying to chew the fucking cable.
But there's lots of iron in there.
We might have to check a few of the cables, because if she's been doing this, she might have be trying to chew other cables.
She hasn't been gnawing on the cables on my side, thankfully.
But she's seen her open her mouth and fuck with it a little bit.
No, not unless it's like me wiggling the cable attached to the controller too much.
Oh, you bastard!
She's giving you so much more trouble than me.
Ah!
Oh my god! Look,
Stop!
local Tanuki tortured on stream for everyone's enjoyment by this cat.
She keeps like trying to make biscuits on my leg, but my pants are so thin that just it goes right through. All right, see you on the other side of ads.
See ya. Oh god.
Ow. Ow.
Should you check when she gets off your lap to see if you're like actually like pricked and like bleeding a little?
No, I would know. There'd be a burning sensation.
I mean, I guess, but I've had times where I don't realize until it's too late.
I've not
like,
given her a chance to do that yet.
Okay.
She's gotten very close.
Because I have ruined a couple of white t-shirts as a kid and had to tell people those were ketchup stains. I appreciate this cat, but my fucking god. Ah, stop it. And, like, no joke, this is part of why I made a habit of wearing dungarees as a kid to today. Because of cats doing this.
Yeah, look, if I have more clean clothes, I'm gonna be doing laundry after stream today.
And then after stream, if you're feeling up for it, I do want to still...
Yeah, we'll do codas.
Yeah.
I still gotta make sure my coda is correct.
Because you're missing literally one antivirus.
Yeah, I believe I'm missing one antivirus.
You're missing Protogent. You should have trusted Protogent. Why didn't you?
I'm gonna get them all just in case, anyways.
Yeah. Actually, are they tradable?
Yes.
Okay, if I have the one you're missing, I might be able to just hand that to
no,
you.
I'm just gonna get them all anyways.
Fair enough. And it's like they only degrade if you get it correct.
Yeah, so it's good to have like all of them at least one.
Yeah. Especially if we start farming them up, because, boy, I've heard some of those weapons are wacky.
Yeah, I want the Bubonico. The Bubonico coda.
Yeah, because apparently they don't have some of the secondary effects, like the Kuva Nucor, where it's where the beam like splits, but they're still fucking good weapons.
For those who don't have ads right now, you are hearing our conversation. Have you tried the Bubonico yet?
I don't think I've tried it, no.
It's pretty much like a self-regenerating shotgun.
Okay.
But like the shotgun spread is just so insanely wide.
Wait, when you mean self-regenerating, you mean like the ammo refill on some weapons like the Plinks?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Okay.
It's infinite ammo, but it's like not infinite.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no Bubonico coda crimes. Yeah.
I know there's a Safa, what's it called? The one that you get from doing the vaults in Deimos.
Wait, is there really no coda Bubonico? Oh, that sucks. Alright, well I'm just gonna get the Bubonic or the coda Huma then. The one that like literally reloads by taking your blood. Alright, we're back. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Cat is still in my lap. Carry on.
Surge, I beg you, please bring an end to the enmity between Fate and the dragons.
Fate, eliminate him.
Affirmative. Now eliminating Prometheus.
This made so many people mad back in the day when they realized that because they interpreted it as, oh, the narrative's just introducing Robo just to kill him off. It's a copy of his personality on a circuit.
It's like Robo, but not Robo.
Exactly.
No.
It's literally a burner version of Robo.
Yeah. No, you cannot.
Surge, please, for the future of mankind, for the future.
Idiot. Destruction to those who oppose the goddess of fate. Lynx, why? Why would you? Good Surge.
Meow. Oh, you're just gonna sink into the... Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus fuck. Show me what the purpose of your life on this planet is. Teach me what it is to be alive.
Hurt me again, Snake. Also,
Yo,
this
this is okay.
This fucking theme? Oh, that model translated splendidly to this upscale.
Right?
Fate. Which is our boss for this point, and this is a unique boss theme that only plays for this fight. Also, you notice the fact that crits don't proc against this thing. That's a problem.
With his fucking headlight nipples.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
My nipples look like light bulbs.
Yeah, this showdown looking motherfucker. This fucking front mission 1 boss.
I believe the use of pan flutes in the theme, I forget this full story, but it's meant to be a reference to a specific, like, Mesopotamian or, like, ancient or something like that, god of fate and death.
Lock, Joe, I crit my pants. You should change them.
Element and damage have temporarily.
So,
Shame.
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Would you want to be on for front mission?
I've never played a front mission game, so
Okay,
I'd be curious.
cool. I will be in control of that. Because there is a very particular thing. It's a very particular game, and as somebody who has beaten it, it's been a long time, but I've beaten it, and I want to do story 2.
Oh, it's
eventually.
not just me. I can cast it on anyone. Hello.
I would recommend something for you. What's up?
The Lancer Tactics demo.
Link me to it, and I'll add that to the
Holy
list.
shit! You saw that!
No, I was too busy looking at chat.
That was 4 strong attacks in a row.
Damn!
Vigora fucks the enemy. Oh! Speaking of getting fucked
And then
up.
he died.
Definitely want to heal because Surge has the revive elements.
I just have this cat in my lap right now.
Yeah, well, I'm busy fighting for my life against a supercomputer with a god complex. What
Yeah,
else is
about it.
new?
Don't worry about that.
Damn!
Look, she just found the perfect way to be on my leg right now that she doesn't have to move.
Fuck him up!
I might do like a
Hell yes.
front mission Lancer demo and then front mission 1 part 2 because there's 2 stories. I haven't done the second story yet. Like that's the only one I haven't beaten yet because my original copy of front mission 1 was stolen.
Oh, right, this fucking Bahamut countdown shit.
Oh yeah, when she starts doing like big attacks and shit.
That's gonna hit 0 eventually, and I'm not looking forward to it.
I mean, she's almost done. Or it's almost done.
Yeah, it's clearly very androgynous.
Yeah, deliberately so.
Even though the game UI, presumably due to limitations, lists it as male.
I'm about to say, did the game crash?
No, I'm like considering what's the perfect amount I can do this, and do this without moving on to letting it get its attack.
Oh, you're just gonna stop it. It's getting it off.
0. Dark energy.
Does it do it on one person or the whole party?
Whole party. And by casting it on Surge, no cell.
Androgenes. Androgenes, my favorite philosopher. Oh, androgynes. Yeah, that was a child outside. I felt you flinch. You heard
Priscilla hates children. We all know this.
Priscilla heard a scream and she flinched immediately.
Recommencing countdown. 5.
I think I'm this cat's comfort.
You're the cat's comfort animal.
Clearly.
And that's fate.
This is not the final boss, right?
No.
Okay.
Feels like it, though, don't it?
I do. I really do.
And yet another fucking unique death animation.
We're up to 40 stars.
Yep. And we get a magic seal. I think we already have one of those, but that's +4 magic. I'll take those.
You flinched again.
The Defiant.
No. How could you? I, Fate, the goddess of fate, was not meant to die.
And yet you couldn't predict even that much. Bye-bye.
Kid just wakes up and goes, anybody smelling fart?
Also, where in blazes am I? Surge, what happened to me? That's it. Hey.
Oh, she's just gonna yank that fucker out.
Ow, that's some good ups.
No, alright. Don't touch spas. Do not touch it.
Why'd you say it in French first and then in English?
I don't know. Kid, I know the feelings you have inside of you. The urge to bring everything to nothing is now stronger than your desire to save everyone. You may want to throw yourself off the cliff of destruction. That is your imperative.
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît. But s'il vous plaît, kid. Do not drag Surge and the others down into destruction with you.
Oh, shut up, you loony. I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
It's too late. There's no turning back now.
Are we locked in?
Oh boy.
Fate has fallen. Fate has died.
Finally, the time has come.
I love that little kobold.
Indeed, the long endless night shall finally come to an end.
No, for mankind.
I shall make you bleed.
Everybody all at once. Attack!
Feel 1,000,000 years of this planet's agony, pain, and suffering. You ready for this shit?
Oh, this island's just coming out of the ground. Okay.
Yep. Because
It's a big old dragon.
close, but no cigar.
What the hell? Oh, it's a tower.
Boy, is it.
It's a flying tower.
You wouldn't know what the fuck this is. And,
Yeah. Oh god, it's Sinway.
yeah. The funny thing is, I've seen this thing on, like, game covers and promotional posters, and people not realizing that they're getting low-key spoiled by a dungeon from an endgame dungeon.
Right.
Terra Tower. It's come back to life again. In the year 2400, during a counted time experiment, the flame goes out of control. This causes the dimensions to rip apart, resulting in a time crash. Engulfed in an enormous dimensional vortex, Chronopolis was hurled 10,000 years back in time. Maybe this was Lavos' doing. Maybe he saw the possibility of his being destroyed by the adventurers in 1999 and decided to create a new outcome in order to escape destruction. I'm pretty sure this is new text in this version, by the way. I do not remember her having this this monologue in the original release version.
Huh.
And so the experiment took place. Lavos pulled the frozen flame back to the ancient past where he was only just awakening. But that ain't all. At the same time, another city from a different dimension's future was also thrown back in time. Dinopolis.
Dino City.
The future city of the Reptites, Azala's descendants who had evolved more closely with the planet. Just as Lavos, in an attempt to save itself, summoned Chronopolis from the distant future, perhaps our planet summoned Dinopolis back into the past, maybe as a measure against Chronopolis and humanity. It wasn't the dragon gods who sealed away the flame. What actually happened is that fate used the flame to divide and seal the dragons. And now that fate has been defeated, the dragons will join together again to start their revenge.
Hey, you gonna come down?
I don't know, someone pulled up the stepladder. I'm kind of scared, actually.
Not to be confused with Dinopolis, the world's the city size. Ow! Diner. Yeah,
Yes.
she was on my lap, clawing my ass up.
Oh, I didn't realize I keep forgetting on the in-game model, the Sky Dragon has mild heterochromia. By the way, content warning, shit's gonna get gross in a second.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, the twitching, too.
Huh? Are they just fusing into, like, one Mega Dragon? Oh, yeah, they are. Holy shit.
And now they are.
Shinryu.
More or less, yeah. That's a sinister-ass looking dragon, though, isn't
Oh
it?
boy, howdy is it.
Oh, that's nasty.
My laser beam.
I feared it would come to this. I didn't want to have to fight with you if it could be avoided. Adieu, Serge. Adieu.
Yoink.
She just like zooms by and just goes, bitch.
And that's why Kid fell down. She's like, what the f-? And now we're back on the Invincible.
Give me a freaking break. You mean to tell me we were being used all this time? Yep.
Oh, I forgot like 90% of this room is you voicing characters.
Oh,
Oh no!
Damn.
Riddle, say something.
What's done is done. Although we may not like it, in any case, we need to make our way back into that floating tower.
Yes, we cannot just twiddle our thumbs and do nothing.
Yeah, we should definitely do Coda weapons after this. I'm like looking at the list of what's available right now. I'm like, I want that Hema.
Some of them will look really good. And you get at least 12 for doing them solo, which means we'll probably get more doing it together.
Yeah.
And whoever else wants to join us hearing this on stream as we're recording. Because, we got some friends who play Warframe watching us right now.
The only problem is, so we have to find a way up there, right? It's not like the great SS Invincible can make it up there either.
Who would think of a ship called the Invincible ever flying? That's ridiculous.
But what about being on scene?
There has to be a way.
Yes, the world has infinite possibilities. There has to be something that would help us reach that tower.
At least our objective is clear. We do not know how, but we must find a way.
So, whatever happened to Kid after that?
Doesn't look like she'll wake up or ever wake up. Oh, indeed. She's resting in Radius's place. Oh, I can't do a lot of these voices at once.
No, I'm so sorry.
Well, at least she can rest quietly there. Plus, Radius will watch over her.
Her spirit seems to be possessed by the past. A powerful item is necessary in order to dispel it.
Something like the Dragon Tear or the Masamune.
I think this is another hint that they inserted because I don't remember Glenn bringing this up. So, the powerful item is necessary thing was the only line I think you were given. I could be mistaken about that. Yes.
No use moping around here. Indeed, we have much to do. However, time will not wait. And we have to take action. Let's shove off, mates!
Yeah!
Okay, so this is pretty much telling us the next stop is the final dungeon.
The next stop is the final dungeon, but we have to find a way to access it. Because...
Oh, we gotta fly.
And it's purple text, which means we can't access it. So, what's the play here?
Well, it depends. How long would it take for us to get to accessible point?
Decent bit, because there's one more thing I want to do, and I don't know off the top of my head how long it's going to take. How are we looking on time?
30 minutes. So, before we do...
Yeah, because I was going to say, I want to give this thing the time it deserves. I don't want to jump into it and be in a rush.
Alright, so do you want to wrap here?
It might be best to wrap here, actually.
And do an extended stream next week?
Extended stream next week, possibly, depending, because I remember Terra Tower, once you finally get into it, being pretty fucking big.
Yeah. Alright, well, then we will wrap here.
Alright.
So, go ahead and you saved?
Let me save again, just for both of our, sakes.
Double saved, and go ahead and hit the home button. And hit exit, and do not, once you hit exit, confirm, do not do anything else. I will slap you if you do.
Don't worry, I'm slowly putting the controller on the desk. And thank you all so much for joining us. Anticipate an extra length stream next week. Hopefully we have the energy to follow through on that, because the end game has a lot, and I think it benefits from being experienced unbroken.
Yes. So there's a good chance we're gonna have a to the end and then the optional dungeon that I think. Blake, can you do after?
The optional dungeon is what I'm gearing up to do first, because it has to do with that stuff they were saying about Kid.
Gotcha. Anyways, let's go ahead and call it here. Thank you all so very much for watching. Our shout-outs for today is nobody in particular, but thank you all so very much for popping in.
Each and every one of you.
Laza, you're, as I said before, the Clippers You Got Me came in, and they're actually really fucking awesome. I appreciate that so much. That enables us doing more build streams going forward when I get more models, be it through y'all or me just having random fits of income where I can spend it. But with that, have a good night, everybody. Stay tuned. Oh, wait, I gotta do the shout-outs. I gotta use the restroom. That's why I'm like, I forgot to do it. So let me do the special shout-outs real quick. Pomacan, thank you for the Monster Hunter Wilds gift that has gotten a shit ton of hours and probably will get more in the future. Laser, thank you for the numerous donations and the Godhand Clippers gift. Malkin. Oh. Malkin, thank you for the Final Fantasy 6 Pixel Remaster gift that's going to be played after this, and Pseudo Regalia, which took the place immediately of Dark Souls 2, because
Wait. Just you all should have seen the grimace that this person made. It's like that face that you make when you're thinking, oh, did I accidentally step in dog shit today?
Did you watch the stream for that?
I jumped into the stream the moment you were booting Pseudo Regalia, and that
So,
told me everything.
The death happened. I just fell silent, exited the game, and just booted up Pseudo Regalia immediately.
What did Piffle have to say about that?
Piffle's like, no, that's fair.
Because it was like an exploding Titanite lizard in a narrow corridor, wasn't it?
It was a red Titanite lizard that was unmarked that didn't explode last time. It just disappeared.
What?
It quite literally betrayed my trust. That's what killed me on the game. Is it took the one rule that Dark Souls has followed nonstop ever since Dark Souls 2 and followed in Dark Souls 1. Titanite lizards are not supposed to be traps. They're supposed to lead into traps, but they're not supposed to be traps themselves. And because it was like a very narrow walkway and it blew up with the intent to knock me into the sand if it didn't kill me, just like, nah. Trust violated. We might return to it in the future. Unlikely. The game's already uninstalled. But hey, maybe it'll become a donation or a subscription goal. Who knows?
Yeah, because we got a lot of goals at this point. We got that. We got getting over it. I think we have a Xenogears revisit on plan as well. I feel like that one would work really well if we had a third or fourth person who doesn't know what they're getting into.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you all so very much for watching. Have a good night. Stay true to yourself, and see y'all next time.
Take care.
Boop.